Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Carolyn. So today's video is a pick-a-pile reading, and it's for what chakra is blocked and how to heal it. And so for this, we have 7 different piles to choose from, and they all represent a chakra. We have the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, and then the crown chakra. So take a moment and pause the video if you need to meditate and ask yourself either what chakra you feel is blocked, or what you could even do for this type of reading is whatever pile or crystal is making you not want to look at it, not acknowledge it, or makes you feel uneasy. Typically I find that when something is blocked, it's hard for us to admit it to ourselves. And so if there's something that you're very much turned off from, that could be that you have a block from it and you actually need to heal it. And so I'm going to have the timestamps in the description box down below, and you can watch as many different piles as you're drawn to, whatever you feel needs healing. I want to say that this is a general reading, meaning it's for lots of people, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And with that, I'm going to jump right ahead into the readings. So for those of you who chose the root chakra, for your block you have the 8 of Cups, and then to heal it you have Temperance and the 8 of Coins reversed. So with the 8 of Cups being your block, to me this talks about staying in a situation that you shouldn't stay in anymore. It's kind of like having all your other options, but you're blinded just by one. And I feel like this is one that you know isn't good, but I feel like you feel stuck. I feel like you feel trapped. I feel like you kind of have convinced yourself that it's familiar, and so you have to stay with it. Maybe you put so much time into it, or you put so much energy into it, or it just feels uncomfortable to make the change to walk away. But whatever you're doing, it's blocking you because it's keeping you in this place that you're no longer in anymore. You've outgrown it and you're overstaying your stay at this point. And so to heal it, you have Temperance, and to me that is all about finding balance with things. And it's also about time, giving yourself the time to evolve and to change and to grow and to move along when that happens. Know when it's time to change your surroundings and to move on from the situation. Don't just stay somewhere because you feel like you have to. I feel like with the Temperance card, it's about actually getting your wings and flying away. And with the 8 of Coins reversed, to me the 8 of Coins upright is all about putting in hard work and getting things and working for them. And so with it being reversed, I feel like it's saying you have to admit to yourself when you need help, when you don't have all the answers, when you feel like it's something that you can't do, because I feel like you're staying in this situation because you feel like you don't know the way out. And so instead of seeking help and seeking people who are going to help you get where you need to be, you're like, well, I'm just going to stay with either this person or this situation because it's familiar and they're going to help lead me. And I feel like you kind of need to step into your own power for a bit, and with that become vulnerable and be like, okay, look, I know this situation isn't good for me anymore, so what do I do that I can leave it and I can walk away and I can grow, but in a way where you're not putting all this pressure on yourself, like you have to do it all by yourself. You can ask people for help and you can ask people for advice and just admit that you don't know everything. I feel like with the root chakra for you guys, it's you like to be stable and you like to be secure, and so you're thinking a lot, and I feel like you're overanalyzing things and the situation, and you're trying to find the most logical thing, but it's you're in this continuous loop where each thing that you think is going to take you away from the situation is just convincing you to stay more and more, and you have to make the choice to want to walk away, to realize where you're at and realize that just because this thing is familiar to you that you don't need it anymore, and that you can change and adapt. And with that Temperance card, it's you're always evolving and everything is always becoming balanced. And so it's about bringing more balance to your life and actually equalizing things instead of just doing things because you've done them forever. And so I feel like you guys with this block, it's you need to wake up and realize you have to put yourself first and get the help and guidance that you need so that you can actually separate from the situation, so that you can continue growing and evolving and not holding yourself back. So I hope this resonates for you guys. If it did, let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share with others. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the bell notifications so you see when I upload other videos like this. I hope to see you guys in my next one. Have a good one. Bye. So those of you who chose the sacral chakra, for your blocks you have the 9 of Wands and Strength reversed, and then to heal it you have the Magician reversed and 2 of Coins. So with your blocks, with the 9 of Wands, I feel like you guys are too stuck in your head, and I feel like you're overthinking, overanalyzing the situation, and I feel like you're looking at all the potential outcomes and it's overwhelming you. And I feel like with the Inner Strength card, it's you have a lot of resilience, but you haven't tapped into it. So I feel like all these external situations are really making you stressed out, and they're giving you anxiety, and they're making you feel like you're defeated, and you're not tapping into that inner strength. And so the way to heal it is with the Magician. It's about acknowledging that you have the resources and that you have the power within yourself, and that you don't need to think everything through. It's like you already have everything within you. So the whole worrying and overthinking and trying to come out with 20 different solutions for one situation, you don't need to do that anymore. You don't have to feel like you're running through a maze. You, with the Two of Coins, it's about taking action, the rest will follow. And so you guys, I feel like you just have to start trusting your instincts again. Reconnect with your instincts. And don't feel like you need to have a plan for everything. It's about connecting with your emotions and the way that you react to things. And I feel like with the Strength card, it's like you guys haven't freed yourself from a situation. I feel like the Nine of Wands, whatever the situation is that's affecting you, it's causing you a lot of emotional distress and you haven't let it go. You haven't healed from it. And so the Magician is saying like you have the resources, and the Two of Coins is taking action. So it's like you have the resources, so take the action to move on, to separate from it. Don't think about it anymore. It's like out of sight, out of mind is kind of what I'm picking up. I feel like you guys are trying to stress over all the different infinity possibilities that are going to happen. And you can't do that. You can't keep spiraling for things. You have to kind of understand the facts of a situation and know what's realistic and what's not realistic. And it's also that you guys need to tap into who you are. And with the Magician reverse, it's kind of like you guys have to realize that the emotions you're thinking, they're not healthy and you're causing yourself to spiral in a negative way, and that they don't really hold any merit with things. It's like you need to kind of ground yourself and try and figure out where your emotions are stemming from. Take the action to kind of be like, look, we need to stop this way of thinking because it's not being productive and it's just making things worse. And so I feel like your block, it's like your mind is your own worst enemy and your emotions can overwhelm and control you. And so the way that you heal it is by acknowledging what they are and kind of holding yourself accountable so that you're working and taking the actions you need, that you don't allow yourself to do it. When you do start to think this way, taking accountability and telling yourself, okay, I'm going to replace this thought with a beneficial thought, a thought that's more productive. Even if these factors that are facing you are real and you actually do need to think about them, you can think about them in a healthy way. Come up with an actual solution, not just like a what if, because there's a million what ifs, but the solutions, there's probably only a handful of them. So it's like, find out what's realistic. What do you actually need to plan and prep for? And through that, you're going to start to gain more confidence and control in your abilities. And then your emotions are going to get much more calmer and they're going to be easier to maintain. So I hope this resonates for you guys. If it did, let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share with others. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the bell notifications so you see when I upload other videos like this. I hope to see you guys in my next one. Have a good one. Bye. So those who chose the solar plexus chakra, for your block you have the High Priestess reversed, and for your solutions to heal this you have the Tower reversed and the Three of Cups reversed. So I feel like you guys, the reason the High Priestess is blocked for you is you're ignoring your own sense of self and your own sense of intuition. I feel like you become so dependent on other people and other factors. And I feel like you really are out of touch with yourself and you really don't know what to do. And I feel like you're lacking your willpower for things. I feel like you're in the state where you're kind of like relying on others for answers and guidance because you don't know what to do. And so I feel like you kind of have lost your own identity. I feel like you don't really know who you are anymore. You don't know what makes you an individual and makes you unique. I feel like you've lost that creativity and that spark that you have within yourself, and I feel like you really need to find a way to reconnect with that. And so to heal, you have the Tower reversed, which to me talks about like having mental breakthroughs and clarity. And I feel like you guys really need to like sit with yourself, find the answers within, and figure out what has caused this disconnect, what has caused you to rely on others, what went wrong and how can you fix it, what of the foundation is still left that you can rebuild, and what is the issue that caused this whole thing to crumble that you need to walk away and let go of. And with the Three of Cups reverse, that also talks about like going within yourself, reconnecting with yourself. I feel like it's really good for you guys to take some time and just separate from others and to try and find your own answers where you do things and you don't ask other people their opinions. You don't care about other people's judgments. And I feel like some of you guys, I'm hearing that you might want to take like a relaxing bath and try and reconnect with your thoughts that way. Whatever you need to do to make like a safe, quiet place for you to go where you can actually like have a conversation with yourself and try and reflect and think back on the past and what has led you where you are now. And I also feel like you guys need to reconnect with yourself, rediscover who you are and what made you an individual, and see like where you lost it. See like if there were certain people in your life at the time that made you feel like you couldn't be yourself. Like, what about your life is making you feel like you have to put on a mask? Is it your job? Do you feel like you can't be yourself there? Is it where you live? Like, there's so many different factors that you have to consider and see where this block stems from. See what made you feel this way, and then once you connect with yourself and you find your sense of identity again, how can you implement that in a way where you actually feel like you're yourself and you don't care about people's judgments anymore? I really feel like you have to let go of this guilt that you carry where you want to please everyone and you want to be liked by everyone. It's about liking yourself and caring about who you are and not caring what other people say. And I feel like that's where your block stems from, is this need to fit in, this need to be liked. And it's hindering you, because I feel like even though you might not fit in with everyone, the people that you fit in with are going to actually genuinely care and love you, and they're going to accept you for who you are, and you're not going to have to feel like you're a fraud anymore, and you're going to feel like you can trust yourself. So I hope this resonates for you guys. If it did, let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share with others. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the bell notifications so you see when I upload other videos like this. I hope to see you guys in my next one. Have a good one. Bye. So those who chose the heart chakra, for your block you have Princess of Cups reversed, and to heal it you have the Wheel of Fortune reversed, the World reversed, and the Star reversed. So for you guys, with the Princess of Cups being your block, I feel like you guys are not in touch with who you are, and you're not in touch with your emotions, and I feel like you're allowing like this disconnect where you are doing things that don't make you happy, that they're not benefiting you. I feel like you're put yourself in this slump, and I feel like you're losing control. I feel like you're not fulfilling yourself. I feel like you are in a place where things aren't working as you want them to, and you're not feeling your best. I feel like you've just been feeling like kind of like ugh lately, and you don't know why, and it just feels like you're in this slump. And so the way to heal it, you have the Wheel of Fortune reversed, which tells me that there's a bad habit or a negative habit that you have to acknowledge and you need to break, because you have the World reversed. It talks about ending it and ending things that no longer serve you, so that you're going to replace it with a new beginning, with something that's beneficial that you can start a new journey for. Because the World, yes, it talks about completion, but it's completion into the next cycle. So if you take a bad cycle and replace it with a good cycle, that would be that completion of moving past it into something that's healthier for you. I feel like you've just been surrounding yourself by negativity or just things that you know you shouldn't be doing. And so that's where you just need to like become aware and do things that actually genuinely make you happy, and that you're not surrounding yourself by people that just bring you down. And with the Star reverse, that talks about like shining light onto things, and instead of just like wanting things and wishing for things, it's like actually putting in the work to go and make them happen. I feel like you guys, the reason why your heart chakra has been feeling so stuck, it's because you're just letting everything to happen to you, and you're kind of like letting people tell you how to feel and like just going through the motions of things, but I feel like you haven't been taking control of your life. I feel like you haven't been doing what you want. And so I feel like once you actually start being your own source of motivation, and you start actually accomplishing things and saying what's on your mind and doing what's on your mind and trying to create the life that you want, things are going to start working out, and you're going to release this heart chakra block. But it's like you can't let other people tell you how you should feel, because the heart, that's all about like love and emotions, and it's like people can tell you a million times that you have to get along with this person, but that doesn't mean you are. And so I feel like it's about reclaiming that control, ending negative cycles, and just like doing things that make your heart happy, doing things that bring it more positivity and that make you feel better about yourself. And don't do things that keep making you feel worse and worse and worse, because then all you're doing is digging a deeper hole for yourself. It's about finding ways to climb out of that and actually feel happier again. And with the Star, it's like that's the light that's shining in on everything. It's like illuminating all your path and possibilities. It's like, don't stop dreaming, and don't let people make you feel like you can't accomplish things, because all you need to do is find out what destination you're headed towards, and then you can make an action plan on how to get there. And so it's like, don't limit yourself and don't hold your dreams back. It's like, do what makes you feel happy and prove people wrong. Don't feel like people are right. Find your own sense of self where you are doing things that you actually genuinely want to, that make you happy. And I feel like you need to like live and speak your own truth, and don't feel like you have to conform to other people. So I hope this resonates for you guys. If it did, let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share with others. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the bell notifications so you see when I upload other videos like this. I hope to see you guys in my next one. Have a good one. Bye. So for those of you who chose the throat chakra, for your blocks you have the Moon, 5 of Cups, and 5 of Coins reversed. And to heal it you have Knight of Cups. So for you guys with the moon card, I feel like there's a disconnect between you and your subconscious mind, and there's some underlying fear or negativity or something that has been stressing you and has been making you feel blocked, making you feel like you can't say what you want to say, and feeling like you don't have the words to describe the situation in your own head and in your own emotions. And I feel like this subconscious belief is like this sense of lack, because you have the Five of Coins reversed. So I feel like there's something where it's like you feel undeserving, you feel like you shouldn't be getting the things you've been getting, and you feel like you're not ever going to reach the goals that you want to achieve. Because with the Five of Cups, that talks about like looking at the bad side of things. And so I feel like you're in this mentality where you feel like you're lacking because you're focused on everything that you don't have, and you're not focused on what you do have. And I feel like this comes across with your communication. I feel like with your communication, you're always complaining and you're talking about things that you don't have. And the way that you heal this is with the Knight of Cups, is realizing that even though you don't have this, it doesn't mean that you can't get it. And it's also about seeing like, how can you save yourself? How can you leave this situation behind? How can you grow? I feel like the way that you heal this block, it's by noticing on where you're going and what you can get, and quit feeling like you're lacking things just because you don't have them in the present moment. And don't complain about things. Find your own solutions, be your own source of inspiration, and allow your imagination to open up so many more possibilities for you. It's like, I feel like you're holding yourself in this certain category because you told yourself it's where you need to stay. And you need to heal yourself by seeing how much more potential you have, where you can go. The Knight of Cups, he's on a horse, he's traveling, and he has things with him. It's like, you're going to get things and you're going to accomplish them, and you can get abundance, but you can't do it if you just sit and complain about everything. You have to actually put in the work to get it. And I feel like you guys, it's just a matter of your mindset. And I feel like the reason why your subconscious is all over the place, it's because it knows that you shouldn't be complaining, and it's trying to get you to like realize that it's consuming you in the sense, because I feel like you don't really see how much it's gotten out of control, but it really has become like your whole identity, where it's just everything, no matter what it is, you can find something to nitpick and complain about. And I feel like you just are always kind of like a Debbie Downer in a sense, and it's just trying to get your attention and say, hey, this is an issue, we need to work on this. And with the Knight of Cups, it's just saying that you need to rewire your brain. And so whenever you want to think about the negatives or complain about something, try and find something that you're grateful for. Try and bring more positivity into your life. Try and focus on the good of things, and instead of focusing on what you lack, focus on a way to get things and to accomplish what you want. And I feel like you guys, because this is the throat chakra, which is about communication, I feel like it would be really good for you guys to tell yourself positive affirmations out loud. And I also feel like it's good to give people compliments. I feel like if you give people compliments, then they're going to start giving you compliments and start making you feel better about yourself and feeling like you're more uplifted. And so it's like, don't allow yourself to feel like you can't speak about things. But it's also about like making sure that what you're feeling on the inside is reflect in what you're saying outward. So if you're always complaining about things, you're gonna feel bad and you're gonna feel like you're not lacking. And if you're surrounded by people who complain, you're gonna feel that way. But if you're surrounded by positivity and you give yourself positive affirmations, then the inside of you is gonna start to seek the positive in things and look for the bright side. So it's all about like the way you view things and what you surround yourself with, and just be conscious of that and try and bring in more positivity so that you get out of this state of lack. So I hope this resonates for you guys. If it did, let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share with others. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you see when I upload other videos like this. I hope to see you guys in my next one. Have a good one. Bye. So for those of you who chose the third eye chakra, for your blocks you have the Six of Swords and the Queen of Wands. And to heal this, you have Six of Coins, Queen of Cups, the Hierophant reversed, and the Hanged Woman reversed. So for you guys with your blocks, with the Six of Swords, I feel like you guys, you're blocked in the sense that you're changing and you're growing and you're adapting and you're going through this like transitional period of your life. And with the Queen of Wands, I feel like you're blocked because you're not accessing that confidence, and I feel like you're not allowing yourself to go with the flow. I feel like you are really like resisting change and resisting this transition that's coming your way. I feel like you're very closed off and you're not accepting things, and I feel like you're very cold and distant. I feel like you're a little bit detached right now, where it's like you're not open to new things. I feel like you're very closed off and closed-minded and kind of just keeping in your own lane and not focused on expanding your horizons, or not capable of it because of this block. I feel like you're holding yourself back, and it's like this could be self-limiting beliefs that you had since you were a kid and you never worked through them. So it's created this like cycle where it's like you don't know exactly where this is stemming from, but you just know that it's like you can't get control of things and you can't get things to turn out the way you want them to, because it always feels like you hit like a brick wall whenever you try to. And so the way to heal this is with the Six of Coins. It's like giving and taking, finding that balance and finding that equal exchange. It's about making sure that like the energy you're putting into something is the energy you're getting out of it. And with the Queen of Cups, it's about like self-love and giving yourself compassion. And so I feel like with this block, it's really something that you have to like dig back and see where it stems from in your past, or where it stems from currently, and like what is triggering it, and find out the balance. How can you make it where there's an equal exchange, where it's like, okay, this is why I have the block, so what's the solution and how can I bridge that gap? And with the Queen of Cups, it's about nurturing yourself and taking it one step at a time. I feel like this is a really deep-seated problem, and it's not going to be able to change overnight. You're not going to be able to heal it instantaneously. And so I feel like the Queen of Cups is talking about having compassion and understanding for yourself. And with the Hierophant, it talks about like changing the status quo. I feel like you really need to like shake up your life in a sense. Look back at the fundamentals of how you are as a person and your influences and what you like and what you dislike. Really analyze every aspect of your life. And with the Hanged Woman reverse, it's like seeing your life through a new lens. And it could even be that you guys need to journal, and through that you're going to see the habits and tendencies that you have that when you just look back you haven't noticed. It's like finding a new way to look back at your life and reflect on things. So if you haven't already, like either start journaling, or see if you have like a friend or something who can help you like give a new perspective on things, because I feel like it's just you're trapped in your own head and your own thoughts. You haven't seen things through a different perspective, and that's where you have to have compassion for yourself, that it takes time to become aware and to see things differently. And that's where the Six of Coins, it's like, who can you trust? Who actually has your back that you can rely on? And it's also about like knowing that you can rely on yourself, and it's just about understanding and learning about yourself and learning why you do the things that you do. And through that you're going to gain more confidence in your actions, and you're going to be able to make more deliberate choices and do things more deliberately, because you understand the source of where they stem from. And it's like you're going to be much more aware of yourself and your actions, and you're going to feel like you're in control again, because I feel like you have been feeling a lack of control lately, and I feel like that's because you don't really know why you do what you do. And so I feel like reflecting on your life, seeing things in a new perspective, and finding out the root cause of the issue, it's going to help you so much. And it's going to be really beneficial for you guys. So I hope this resonates for you guys. If it did, let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share with others. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the bell notifications so you see when I upload other videos like this. I hope to see you guys in my next one. Have a good one. Bye. So those who chose the crown chakra, for your block you have the Lovers and Seven of Cups reversed, and to heal it you have Seven of Swords reversed. And so with your block, I feel like you guys are caught up in the fantasy of things. I feel like your block, it's that you're not seeing reality as clearly as you need to. I feel like you're entrapped by illusion and mystery. And with the Lovers card, I feel like you're trapped by seeing the choice that you want. You're seeing the solution that you want. You're seeing the fantasy of what you want to come into reality. But with the Seven of Cups reversed, it's like it's not there, it's not real. And I feel like you're getting so caught up in what you want and the potential of things that you're not grounding yourself, and you're not seeing things for what they are, and you're not seeing the truth of the situation. And so I feel like you're getting misled, and I feel like you're easily manipulated, and people are taking advantage of you, where it's like you're blind to people and you're blind to different situations. And I feel like you've been feeling like you're a bit of a victim, and like you don't have control of things, and that you feel like you just like give to everyone and no one ever gives you anything back in return. And with that, it's like because you're not putting the proper boundaries up that you need to protect yourself. It's like you're not taking the steps that you need to actually like have your own back. You're not protecting yourself. And so to heal it with the Seven of Swords reverse, that talks about like seeing things for what they are, allowing yourself to see where you're vulnerable and what your weakest point is and how you can protect it, but not feel like you have to only be focused on that you're not able to focus on anything else. It's like being able to multitask and see where in your life you need to like put boundaries up, put walls up, not just say yes to everything, not just always want to be the yes person, but really where do you need to put yourself first? Where do you need to start protecting yourself? How can you start putting up boundaries with people and situations? And I feel like that's really what it comes down to. It's making sure that like you tell people what your limits are and not letting people push those limits, and if they do, then you have to cut them out of your life. It's like not letting people think that they can just get away with everything with you, because when you have this like fantasy and this unlimited potential for things, people think that they have unlimited passes to get away with doing things to you. And so it's like actually standing your ground, saying, no, this is what I want, and this is what we're either going to get or we're not going to work out. And it's just about like seeing the truth of the situation, seeing the writing on the wall, and knowing what you're getting yourself into. Because yes, you can dream and you can hope and you can have the fantasies, but you also have to see what the reality of the situation is, so that you see if you're able to grow to that potential or not. Because you have to be aware of what's happening in the present. You can't be too focused on the future, because then you're going to miss everything in the present and you're never going to reach that future. So I hope this resonates for you guys. If it did, let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share with others. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you see when I upload other videos like this. I hope to see you guys in my next one. Have a good one. Bye.